Spawn, the soldier from hell that became a god of vengeance in the Image Comics universe, and Martian Manhunter, the sole survivor of a dying race, who became a god of justice for a world that is not his own. Both are insanely strong powerhouses who have suffered the deaths of everyone they have ever loved, yet have managed to rise above it. Both are beings of unfathomable capabilities, with literal hundreds of different powers at their disposal. Both are Superman and above, silent crusaders who seek peace, but will do everything in their power for justice. But what would happen if these two titans faced off in an all-out battle? That is what we, in the fictional Matrix, will be answering today. And to help me with the Martian Manhunter scaling is the Martian expert himself, C the Martian. Go ahead and introduce yourself, C.
Hello everybody, this is Z the Martian. I'm a comic researcher who focuses on deep dives into DC's Martian characters and subsequent telepaths, although I cover all things nerd culture. I have a larger scale research project I've been doing regarding the character Martian Manhunter, who I've took interest in as an underrated character. So for all fairness, when we go into this battle, I will avoid mentioning pre-crisis Martian Manhunter.
Well, alright, let's get this started. C, why don't you start by telling us what your boy the Martian can actually do?
For Martian Manhunter's physicals, in terms of strength and durability, John is consistently being compared to Superman. It was Superman and John who were the only members of the Justice League who were able to withstand the totality and fought the Source Wall Giants. In fact, each member of the Justice League has been able to fight and defeat the Conqueror Rex, who fold dimensions to their will. As for speed, John was able to blitz the White Martians, who blitzed Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Injured Flash, and Artist Mistake Superman. This is pretty important given that we rarely see John use his speed to its fullest extent. Even using Batman's notes from Anatomy of a Metahuman, Batman acknowledges John's speed to be comparable to the Flash and his reflexes are compared to Wonder Woman's.
Okay, moving on to Spawn's physicals. In terms of strength, Spawn is more similar to a shonen type character, showcasing a very linear and consistent growth throughout his entire run, growing from city block level in his early incarnations where he faced off against mad cyborgs and low-life thieves and gang members, to later down the line reaching those powerhouse levels of power within comics as he was capable of matching a weakened Malebolgia, the help of Angela. Malebolgia, while weakened, was still within his own part of hell, and as the Hell King he was, Hell Kings possess near unstoppable power within their domains, and they can warp their reality within those domains to their liking. Though obviously this is not a no limits ability, as if it was, Spawn would have never been able to defeat him. But it's still very impressive given Spawn was capable of taking blows from this Malebolgia, and when Malebolgia killed Angela, Spawn mustered all the strength he had left and managed to cut his old master's head clean, after which his victory war cry was able to shake the timbers of creation. With later on Spawn becoming the ruler of this part of hell, gaining all of his previous master's powers, amping himself to a whole new level, asserting his place on those universal to universal plus levels of might. This whole process is explained as when he becomes the king of his hell, he becomes one with it, gaining complete domain of it. Spawn has also been shown to amp himself with the sin and corruption of others, feeding and growing more and more powerful thanks to this. In terms of speed, he went from being a bullet timer to your classic dodging beams of light, which has become a sort of a staple for comic book characters to have. He also possesses the ability to teleport at the speed of light. It could also be argued he can access higher metas of speed due to him having scaling above most of the angels, with some of these guys having the ability to basically move through time, though this could also be seen as a more of a hacks or special ability of them, though it is implied to be something instantaneous. I think it's also worthy to note that King of Hell Spawn states that he is sort of unbound by time as it has sort of lost all meaning to him. For hacks and abilities, Spawn has no shortage of them. Like I said previously in the speed category, he has the ability to teleport, He can feed from negative emotions and sin. In terms of other psychic abilities, he has shown to be able to have powerful telepathic abilities, so formidable that he has been capable of turning entire gangs against each other, has been capable of messing around with dreams and memories. He can distort the senses of others and have them feel all the pain they have caused throughout their lives. He possesses incredible mind-hack resistance, shown when he withstood Urisen's maddening presence, which was causing all of humanity to grow completely insane. He was also capable of withstanding all of his own pain and suffering, seeing past it to find himself, his true self. Spawn can also time stop, which he could use for both defense and offensive capabilities. As a King of Hell, he has the ability to summon an army of Hell spawns with varying power levels, which would give him an incredible edge against most adversaries. One of Spawn's most dangerous abilities comes in the form of a spiritual acid bath, which can damage and destroy spirits and souls. He can go intangible and can interact directly with ghosts, souls, and other non-corporeal beings. Spawn's suit has also been shown to be capable of adapting, growing stronger to the point it can act independently from him, giving him an extra set of defense with a developed danger sense, and an extra set of offense, being capable of using weapons on its own. Spawn has an insane healing factor, which coupled with his undead physiology gives him one of the highest pain and damage resistances in all of comics, as he can comfortably fight with entire holes in his body. His healing is so insane that he is capable of regrowing his own head after it has been destroyed. And lastly, Spawn can summon all sorts of weapons, which due to his past as a soldier, he can expertly use them in battle.
For Martian Manhunter's hacks, most people know them already. John's shapeshifting, telepathy, telekinesis, and intangibility are going to be his main bread and butter in this discussion. However, the vast majority of people don't know how powerful they are. His intangibility has allowed him to phase through Flash's vibrations combined with Wonder Woman's lasso that were able to contain the subatomic matter rearranging power of the six-dimensional device ID. They are also able to disrupt the nervous systems of white Martians for an immediate KO and break up the power flows to shut down systems. He can also phase others through objects to debilitating effect, as we saw with Superman, or increase his density becoming valuable, as we saw against Mystique. John's telekinesis can affect things down to the subatomic level, even manipulating magnetic fields and anti-gravitational particles. He's strong enough to restrain Black Adam and even dice a robot with a gaze. With shapeshifting, John can become a colossal titan or attack on a microscopic level, as well as produce a veritable army of Martians to fight with. John's most powerful asset in this fight is gonna be his telepathy. From wrenching himself from the force of a psionic black hole created by the psychic energy being Bay Noir, to constructing mental cages that can disrupt drains of mental energy, to creating telepathic nets that tell him whether a psionic user is around. His skill level alone is going to present a challenge to Spawn's own telepathic abilities. Let alone the power of his mind is enough to erase the minds of Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Green Lantern, Plastic Man, and Flash casually, as well as tether down the souls of the entire Martian race. His defenses are enough to resist psi spikes from the amped white Martians, as well as a combined illusion from the amped white Martians, who had used the eating of latent telepaths' brains to amplify their telepathy a millionfold. He can even drag others into the astral plane, carefully blunt growing psychic abilities and fundamental energy. Well, he does have all these abilities. He also has regeneration. John can come back from being a splatter and even regenerate from being chopped by Dr. Destiny's dream self's reality warping, and even come back from Perpetua's attempted destruction of the Justice League with the intervention of the Quintessence, however.
So, after seeing everything these two have to offer, who wins? And let me tell you right now, this is one of the toughest matchups I've tackled to date, which is why I had my good friend C helping me here. So let's get to it. In terms of physicals, I think it's very clear that through feats, Martian Manhunter has a clear advantage, and he has been capable of hurting beings as powerful as Superboy Prime and has consistently been stated to be Superman's rival. And those of you who have seen my previous Superman videos, you know how truly strong this man is. and Martian Manhunter is close enough to be caught his rival on multiple locations. In terms of speed, while both possess immeasurable levels of it, with Spawn having time-stopping abilities, Martian Manhunter has been compared to the Flash's, which would put him on a whole different level of speed. Not to mention he was capable of escaping the grasp of Perpetua, the mother of the multiverse, so you gotta give him the slight edge as well here. As for regen, it is also on Martian Manhunter's side, as he simply has a way larger variety of better showings to his name. But what about hacks? That is what both of these guys are most known for, so who has the better ones? And I'm not going to go over how each ability would stack up against the others, cause we will be here for hours. I will only be going over the real significant ones, which in Spawn's side, he has the only real one way he can truly hurt Martian Manhunter, and that is his Spirit Acid Bath, which can affect the incorporeal and kill even ghosts. It is still debatable if this ability will even work on Martian Manhunter's intangibility, as he has been shown being capable of phasing through things ghosts and spirits cannot. Plus there is the fact that Martian Manhunter could potentially heal from this, making this a highly debatable topic, unlike what is not really debatable, and that is when we talk about their mind. And oh boy, this is what was always going to decide who would come out on top between these two. And honestly, if you don't think it's Martian Manhunter, I don't know what to tell you. The man has really been capable of putting gods that are beyond time and space to sleep. And while Spawn is no joke with his psychic abilities, he doesn't have anything close to what Martian Manhunter has been capable of doing. Like how Martian Manhunter was able to trick an entire race of powerful telepaths like the White Martians, beings who were messing with the entire Justice League. I'm sorry, Martian Manhunter's telepathy is on a whole other level. He could potentially trap Spawn's mind in a mental cage. Martian Manhunter could even split Spawn's mind and send it to the collective unconsciousness, trapping Spawn in a beyond out-of-versal realm, later burning his entire body with his Martian vision, which attacks at the subatomic level. And while this won't kill Spawn, having his mind trapped would prevent him from coming back and regenerating on the spot, giving Manhunter a possible win condition. And let's face it, John has been capable of fixing the Joker's mind. He could easily work through Spawn's mind. He could get into it and know everything he needs to know to fight and evade each of his attacks. It is just too much of a gap in that regard. And adding the fact that he has a slight edge in physicals, there's no contest. The winner is Martian Manhunter. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to me and see the Martian's channel. His will be in the description of this video. God bless you all and see you on the next video on the Fictional Matrix.